With about 1 week to go before Election Day, the president is making a final pitch to voters that will largely focus on the economic recovery and what's to come in his second term.
The closing argument is about what next year is going to look like. This president is committed to getting a vaccine before the end of this year, so that we can return to normal living next year and have record-setting prosperity.
President Trump advisor Stephen Miller says the Trump campaign is aiming to contrast with the Biden campaign with a robust travel schedule that will take the president to states like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Arizona. Trump family members, including First Lady Melania Trump, are also hitting the trail. The intense campaign schedule comes during recent coronavirus spikes across the country and after several members of Vice President Pence's staff tested positive for the virus. The vice president has so far tested negative and hasn't changed his travel schedule. Trump campaign officials point to their robust ground game operation as the key to winning the election, but recent polls show Biden in the lead nationally, albeit with tighter races in key battleground states. Team Trump has been outraised and outspent by the Biden campaign in recent months. Still, Miller says a contrasting image between the campaigns, along with key priorities for a second term, will win over voters in the final stretch. Some of those policy goals include bringing back jobs, protecting law enforcement officers, producing medical supplies in the U.S., and immigration reform.
So one of the big promises for the second term is going to be establishing a merit-based immigration system. That's something that they have in Canada, that's something they have in Australia, but in the 21st century, it's about selecting people to come into our country who are going to be able to contribute to the economy, not be reliant on welfare, and certainly not take jobs from struggling Americans.
But most strategy aides say the campaign is banking on voters believing better days are around the corner.
Our agenda is one of unlimited optimism, opportunity, growth, patriotism, prosperity, and true American pride. That's what we have.
Willie James Inman, Newsy, Washington.